Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of...
I did not see the tyrant you did.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of...
I do not disagree, but the...
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Anthea's...
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead... I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them.
And while we deal with the hordes...
When the mines are purged...
How goes...
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. My husband died in the dark, with nothing but my... If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then...
Love is hard work.
I try to hold him and cannot.
All things are fleeting.
Yes. Let us make...
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, I'll brook his
Much...
I try, and I could do some...
What brought...
I came with Sebastian. Willingly, mind you. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. And here we are.
How...
The fort has known better days. Not many. Folk deserve better.
Where do we...
There is a second tunnel, into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during... Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should...
Underground again?
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk some years ago in New Eden Town.
We should...
Then it's agreed. We'll take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, keep your wits and all your luck about...
An innocent woman jailed.
It's barbaric.
I mean,
an officer
as
must be
wolf
just,
go, it's British.
or else it all
But
unravels.
more than enough of them.
Helen is right.
Folk in Boston
The
are not
truth
short
lies
of wolf
down
belt.
there, somewhere.
What do I do with this?
This is no
You're a
coincidence.
merchant. Sell
This all
it.
connects back to the
I'd
curse.
sell sunshine to the Spanish, but that is not the problem. We've more than enough wolf. Bring me a bed. We'll talk.
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You all right, soldier? You look drop.
The dead don't sleep, do they? And me being asleep,
Can no one take your...
we're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and...
Let's cut to it. I think you're haunted.
The Banisher thinks I'm haunted, does he? I ain't important, and I don't...
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no...
How are folk doing?
Well, they're farmers, most of them. Shopkeepers. Fighting fit, my art. The fight's not...
That's wrong.
Wherefore the pack, mind you.
Had any good...
I'll spill it if I have it.
We-
In nigh on 20 years' service, I've not met a... But that was then, and this is now.
What think you now?
Ah, she's like her husband. Only yet better. She reminds me of my...
Did you know Sebastian?
I surely did. Good man. Hell of a soldier. Hero. Is an ill you...
As you were.
Good day to you. Good day, mate. Red McCraith.
Ah, too bad. We could use a fellow like you. I'd teach some of the lads here.
I shoot well and... Where did you learn to...
In the war, mate.
King Philip's War?
Aye. Shooting came natural. Once.
Tell me...
The captain. I don't... You'd blame the curse, but he's all...
Bennington's fam?
I didn't say they died. Though. Hell, they don't let women go to war. But for her, they should make an I've fought side by side with many a...
How about you?
Mate, all you need to know. And may the way...
I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
All right. Let's start with his billet.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days, I shall poison your soup.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddarn it! Careful! Ah!
I know. I know. Shh.
Are those your records?
Yes. Perhaps someday they may help someone. My apologies. I did not wish to hush you. I just... Welcome to the infirmary.
I'm a Banisher.
Red. A pleasure.
So,
That's not the same thing. And where...
And Tia.
Ah,
Tight.
Mr. Peeb. Not my place to... If I did...
What's the... No visit.
Helen, please come. The bold left... She's...
What about... You're a good... These look nasty. Poor man.
Never a good sign.
Who the hell are you? Queen Mary
Well, I've met Mary II and...
The Banisher come to Glow.
Where did you find...
None of your...
This...
Yeah, I'm a proper soul, brought under the captain himself.
When did you get...
What's it to...
Aye.
No one captain came by. He sees ghosts in...
Tell me.
Let you get back to him. The cap... Not that he calls.
You tell me...
Lieutenant's wife.
Huh?
What do you want to... Not that.
That's locked. A store? Ferdinando's? Closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep her away.
Maybe she tried to harm him. Let's search the store.
What is this?
A sansa. It's a musical instrument. It's Bantu, from southern Africa. Spectral traces around his bed. Rebecca, I presume.
This may explain the wreath. Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him? Surprisingly high-quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy. He was doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know?
It is my business to know.
If you are a banisher of ghosts.
Aye. I know. She worries for it.
The English have a word for that.
If not for love.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a...
Easy, Mr. Miller.
I sold them.
You did?
I don't know. I wrote it down.
2 recent sales. To the blacksmith and to Ingot.
A storekeeper hears
I'm a busy man.
What can you...
He has no problem with me. He respected Rebecca's wishes. And when them who...
What?
I don't think of Helen Priest. Look around you. Have you heard... I am a man... I don't know. Now, my friend.
You've put quite the effort.
You poked about my house with...
I know my business.
So out of general... Not the wreath, not the amulet.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep. Yes, I hear her calling, whispering my... She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon.
I need a job. Farewell.
You know where to find me.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
Not our ghost eye, though. Let's try the forge.
A note?
Let's see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
He wants a clean slate. Tabula rasa. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are you? That quill. Bet that's what we're looking for.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
There. If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Banisher?
I found papers.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. As she lay dying, Rebecca?
How very wrong.
If it weren't for the captain, the good...
Rebecca was in love with you.
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. Enough chitter-chatter.
You're paying for this. This is the work. You want me to finish the job, then the story must...
I do not like this idea.
Come on. Break the brooch.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
Marty, you're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted that...
I loved him.
I was a slave!
What are you saying?
Love! No. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and... a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear.
True love requires you to...
Time to give this love...
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fardy Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong.
Farewell.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world.
An award given to a brave soldier. I believe we've found Andrew's things.
This is our best lead yet. Maybe we missed something in the infirmary.
Maybe. After that, we might look for his train band record. 13 years is a long time to live haunted.
White must have a will of iron.
Kept it to himself. Must have been hellish.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone. Pretty empty armory.
Looks like someone's been living in here.
Storeroom. Locked. A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. Oh, I bet he'd rather have his sleep bag.
At least he made it home.
Aye. And he didn't. I'll talk to Andrew. Might perk him up. Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is... Who are... Are you the... Is that a... Mute?
This is pointless. We're hunting in the...
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from... But if our friend here can't tell us... Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. Over here. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew?
I don't know. Maybe. Our new friend is waiting for us. Here, we can go on. The ghost haunting Andrew seems weak. Drawing out the torture the better to enjoy it? Or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much?
If mine had been so kind, maybe I'd have slept nights. I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the worst. Years withering. Decades even. It's an awful way to go.
Our friend the ghost could have shown us a safer route.
Or he's just playing with us. He wants us to follow him. Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself. Our ghost does not seek revenge. That makes things easier.
Joshua Gouge gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome. The ghost has something to show us. Over here. Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, perhaps. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
They lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. And they're not busy fighting and dying, that is.
He's leading us somewhere.
Take that to your face.
I'm losing the trail. Hold on.
I feel an echo ringing, like a hum.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Goddamn bastard cold! Help me!
Joshua! No!
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is this why you... Well, I've been there.
If help we...
Only these two could talk to each other.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
Guilt is normal, but you must let it go.
I had claw marks on it.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
Good day to you.
Miss, I'm the hunter Flora.
Says right.
I heard about
She died.
Sad to hear. Well, I serve.
How did you end up?
And yet, in time. What if I did, would you?
Top.
I've worked for worse. You respect.
What can...
Not my fate.
How?
I do my work and... I'll not...
Hey.
Good to see you living, sir. Keep it short.
I don't usually bring it up.
Thought as much.
Well, first I fought my way across that.
What's your war?
In a tavern in Paris, with 3 of my comrades, and the Poles, the Prussians, and I said I'd not have slaves and I'd not turn my coat. But 9 months later, my band ambushed a Turkish emissary on escort.
Well, you know what never leaves? For all those brave young boys.
Easier to die.
Perhaps.
You're not like this, but we must speak.
Leave it be.
Your past is very much present.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
You're no wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never...
Why would he not seek revenge?
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him.
Hold on.
We were skirmishing in the forest. I raised my musket.
You took the medal though, didn't you?
I can't look at it. Bastard and thin as Josh is. I don't deserve. I don't want to live.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Joshua? Is that you?
It is, old friend. I've tried for the longest time to speak to you, but your guilt...
I have done the right. I shot you.
It was an accident, Andrew. You tried to save me. You failed. Until you give yourself peace, I cannot have mine. Save me, Andrew.
Joshua, you have spoken. Andrew, you've heard.
Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
I can. Thank you, Banishers. Thank you, Andrew.
Time to say goodbye, boys.
I'm sorry, my friend. I've carried the weight of your death as far as I can.
The debt, if any, is paid. Live your life.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
You have been heard.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help. I'll not forget it. I don't want to talk.
Mr. McRae.
You like the...
And I...
Have you found the...
We're working.
Good. I'll be seeing...
Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you. fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it, and I'll cut the rope.
Get lost, won't you?
What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
You trying to charm me, lady? I'll warn you. She definitely won't.
Blocked. I hope there's another way in. This isn't over yet.
Something's nearby.
Where is it?
Banishers. I see you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be.
Thank you. When you...
I fear their anger justified.
Pennington did a great and terrible thing. Your death must feel like an outrage.
I am a soldier. I took the shilling. I served the sick and the dying. When my turn came, one dies.
Tell us.
I'm not sure what more I could tell you. Every day I feel blessed. I had never expected her. When she...
Oh, no.
She gave me a handkerchief. She was and is ever in my...
What shall...
The rage of the... They trusted him. I doubt they can be placated.
Will be...
Very good. Whenever you're ready. Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade. Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with.